Got his hammer hand done yet? Jesus Christ. Talk about hogging the live stream on a Sunday night, this guy. What do you do? Replicant Phish, Michelle Guevara, sent me an email. It's like, hey, Hamster, have you seen the... Oh, yes. Yes, Michelle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw this one. All right, let's go. Mm-hmm.
Men are learning to live the single life without women or
without complications, without bullshit. I know. Why do you say that? What's the matter with you, Hamster? Who hurt you? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, hey, you know, if you're Chad, Tyrone, Juan, Ray, and Pookie, you don't need to freaking get into a relationship to get some of that golden vagina. You just have to exist. I know. Now, there's a big difference, I think. It's been my observation. I have no I have no research data. Excuse me. Aren't you a neuroscientist and shit? You don't have the credential. You don't have a PhD. So you can't talk about this stuff, right? Really? Yeah, you're right. Okay. Have a nice day. Don't need a PhD to talk about things, right? Got empirical data. Now, does the empiricism apply to every woman in the world? No. Does the general observations, anecdotal observations of me and other people apply to every situation? No. Of course not. See, I'm not a feminist. Thank you. 2-for-1 drinks.
A woman. Right. Now, for some men, it does not mean they don't have women, but they would just never have a woman being a main in his life.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with having women. I like being. Women are fun. They smell nice and they're you know, etc. They're not dudes. It's great. Women are wonderful. I love them. Here's the deal. Here's the dealio, dude, Amundo. You don't have to sign the contract to get one. Remember that revolution thing back in the 60s? Oh, yeah, women are just so oppressed. We're going to make them free. Okay. Well, as a consequence of this freedom, of all this free punyata, you don't have to sign the government contract. You can get the golden vagina without having to marry it. Do you see how the feminists done fuck themselves? Know what I'm saying? Well, men are just saying, well, this is what you wanted. You wanted free love, and free this, free that, and free everything fucking else. And now men are saying, excuse me, no. Unacceptable. You want to get laid? You want to get the hard D and rearrange your guts? Okay. Hey, good for you. Have a day. And when you're 32 and you're contemplating, I'd like to have a family and kids and yellow picket fence and all that bullshit. Men, modern men are saying, no. Nope. But why? You're just one of the, you feel intimidated by my bitch power. No, you've been fucked by 145 different dudes. I'm not interested in that. But why? I find it interesting if men have, we're not the same. We're the same species. We're not the same. We do not think the same way. I don't care what the social construct society fucking people say. Men and women are different. We look at things differently. And God, you know, I think maybe evolution or God or Jesus or Allah made us that way. It's crazy. Men and women look at things from different angles through a different point of view, and somehow we made it work for hundreds of thousands of years. I don't know how. How did those cave women put up with it? One might ask the question, how did the cavemen?
Or for some men that don't date at all and just enjoy the free, peaceful single life. Or for men that
yeah. I think that's also an anecdotal observation from the Hamster. Men and women look at being alone differently, right? Now, some of us men who are choosing not to participate in the bullshit, we can be alone. It's not a problem. Being alone means I have time to do what I want to do. You want to drink beer, you want to play your guitar, you want to whatever. Sure, go. However, it seems like the girls kind of look at being alone as you're a loser. Very simple, real simple observation on things. Men are probably used to being alone because, well, most of the time we are. Women, however, they can't handle it. Oh my God, I don't have a boyfriend or whatever. But they're never really alone, are they? No. It's not been, I don't think I've ever run into a female, a human, female person who's ever had a problem getting some activity if they wanted to. So if you see a chick, oh, I'm so alone. What they equate that to in their brain is, I'm lonely. I want someone. When men say alone, they mean literally alone. I'm by myself. I'm in my apartment right here, streaming all over the world on the YouTubes. Anyway, go ahead, Phish.
actually wants a woman,
Yeah.
that wants a relationship, that wants a marriage at some point, that want to one day find love. That's nice.
Who would get married in 2022? What the fuck is wrong with you? Have we not done enough streams? Do we have enough information on the internets? You're taking a shit. You can look it up on your phone instead of looking up corn, right? Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Don't listen to Hammerhand or Undead Chronic. Don't listen to Phish. Look it up for yourself. If that's what it takes for you to understand what the fuck is going on with respect to marriage and all that bullshit, fucking look it up. Why are you afraid? You think you're going to find something out you don't like? You think maybe us blowhards out here, you old incel grandpa, you think maybe we're saying something that's fucking true, but you don't want to hear it. You don't want to believe it. Is that what's going on? Look at this thing right over here. What's this? Everything you've ever wanted to know, anything in the history of humanity, is on your phone. Look it up. Go on.
It's cute. But they can't because it's not that easy for them. By the way, by your choice or not, a lot of men are single and are learning to be single.
Nothing wrong with that.
For some, it's a cause of depression. For some, it's peace.
You're crazy, girl.
Unlimited peace.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Men and women are different. We look at things differently. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not waffling.
Yes.
City boys!
Let's
City
begin.
boy. There we go. Now,
I would just like
okay. Do you find this girl attractive? Do you find her attractive? Why do you find her attractive if you do? Just curious. You find her attractive. Now, for me, Mr. Hamster, no. Not even a little. Not on a cold, dark, lonely Tuesday. Look at this woman. She's walking around thinking her shit does not stink. And her vagina is the best that's ever been ever. Look at this woman. Fake fish lips. Where girls ever thought, you know, here's a good idea. Let me go to the doctor and get silicone and put it in my vagina. No. 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 Look at the titties down here. Okay, they're big, they're huge, massive, big mama jammas. They're fake. They're fake tits. Everything about this chick is fake. And she's not that attractive. So you think this is the thing? This is what you're crying about in your basement, eating your Cheetos and drinking Mountain Dew? This? No. No. No, no, no. Now, not that you losers, you incels, are ever going to get a chance at this prize. But the point is, she's walking around like my vag is plated with gold. I got the fake titties. I got the big fish lips. Probably some Botox and some other fucking crap. Think this is attractive? I certainly don't.
I'd like to know where men get their audacity from.
What? Audacity? The audacity. Where do we get the audacity? Us evil men.
Audacity? Men.
Exactly,
men.
yeah.
Where do you get your audacity from? Because I'm not
I
sure.
get mine at the Audacity store. It's right next to the Target here over in St. Peter's.
Where'd you get that crap from? I've been looking. I went on eBay earlier on. I couldn't find any.
Audacity
Yeah, I think
from.
Amazon has Audacity on sale this week.
Sold out. So, man, please tell me where you get audacity from. I have no idea where it is or what it is.
That is bullshit.
But I'm curious. Seems like every man's got one.
Now,
But I'm curious. Seems like
where did this come from? Where did this come from? Is it Kardashians or something, perhaps? Let's inject our thing with Botox. What? It's so goddamn fake. And yet she thinks her shit doesn't stink.
every man's got one.
Like, I'm walking down the street. It's 75 degrees outside. I'm wearing a crop top. I'm fine.
Okay. And now we're going to hear the tales of woe. Some chick out there showing her goods, and some loser walks up and tries to pick her up. Oh my God. The oppression of the women.
I'm chilling.
But are those your bitches? Yeah?
Nope. No. Nope. Silicone is your friend, baby.
Well, she did pay for him.
Yeah. Well, somebody did. Probably not her.
Or a sugar daddy did. So
Yeah,
they are hers.
exactly.
They are hers, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go on.
The audacity that this guy has. He walks up to me and he goes, "Aren't you cold?" And I'm like smacking my gum, right?
Right.
Sure. Yeah, she's smacking her gum. Some dude walks up to her, tries to throw some game.
Right.
And I look him
Right.
up
I guess. Keep your manly frame, yo. Spit game at this
and
woman.
down and go, "No, thanks for asking."
Yeah. Spitting game like an old bird feeder.
Yeah, thanks for asking, right?
Like, thanks for asking, yo.
Right.
Yeah,
All right. Right. Let's be serious. I'm trying to.
let's
Right.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, wow. You have an attitude, don't you?"
Well, it's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Right.
And I'm like, "I'm chilling."
Right.
Chillin', are you cold? Let's contemplate that.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling in my crop top.
But I'm not cold.
doing my own thing. You came up to me.
I mean, her tits are so heavy and fake. Look at, you can see her ribs, right? The tits are so heavy that they're taking her skin from her chest bone here and dragging it down. Oh my God.
You approached me and tried to start beef. I don't know if
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he wanted to start some hot beef injection. Did you run into Stevie Wonder? Is that
if you're trying to hit on me. I don't know what you're.
duh. I'm sure he just wanted to get your opinion on the latest political situation.
Okay, so a man invaded
Certainly.
her space, well, from her telling, and
Yeah. Yep. Look at that, people. Gentlemen, look at this. Look at that. They're so heavy, they're dragging the skin from her body. They're so huge. See, it's an interesting thing about nature, about God, about Allah, whatever. Our bodies are developed to, deal with our own thing. And so when you inject a bunch of silicone garbage into your tits, look what happens.
she's not sure if he was flirting or just telling her to, cover up your boobs. Not saying
I'm certain he wanted to discuss differential calculus with
things
her.
right.
Right.
She can do whatever she wants.
Right.
But it's just the expected attitude, isn't it? Because she's a woman and a lot of dudes would. It's almost as if she has the audacity.
I wanna. No.
To assume that everyone wants her.
Thing is,
That's right. Feminism debunked. You did a wage gap one. We're gonna do that. So, Feminism debunked, the channel. Look it up.
what you're doing. But you came up to me and started this. Yeah, if you come up to me and be like, aren't you cold?
Yeah.
But obviously I'm not cold.
Okay. Well, then have a nice day.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If I was cold, I'd be wearing a fucking shirt. Thank you.
Yeah, go on, tell him. You get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm here to see Sarah Connor.
I would just like to know where men get their audacity from.
I don't know. I wonder where some men don't have any fucking eyeballs. You see this trash compactor walking down the street, and you think, yep.
Get away from my car! You're caught! You're caught! You're caught!
Now, soon you're going to see her little necklace here. It says Queen.
So obviously, a man caught his woman cheating. I did wonder why he didn't just drive off. But then I did wonder if, he just wanted to, cap.
Just back the fuck out. Just back out. Go away. Put her back on the street.
To the footage so
Yeah.
that we can all see.
She's crazy.
It's good.
Talk to you about what? He's my cousin!
Can't you see she's a queen?
And I didn't cheat!
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Allegedly, her cousin came over. Here's the deal. You're in a relationship. You do not have the opposite sex. I don't give a shit if it's your fucking brother. Well, okay, your brother is probably all right. But your cousin or this friend from high school, and this applies to both men and women. No. Not acceptable. If you want to visit with your cousin, make sure your man or your woman is there with you. It's not that hard. See, that's the thing about these girls, these women. Oh my God, what do you mean? Oh, you're so insecure. Okay. Yes, I'm insecure. Bye-bye. But no. Here's the thing. This is the way it's going to work. And if you don't like that, it's acceptable for you to just leave. But my golden vagina, I don't care about your gold-plated vagina. There are lots of other women in the world. If you don't want to accept my terms, bye. Just really that simple.
Really?
And that's what's driving women crazy. for decades, for centuries. Men have been sitting there taking this bullshit. Oh, yeah, your cousin's coming over. Okay, honey, it's fine. I might be able to sniff your poon later. Yeah, no. Not acceptable anymore. No. And the same for men. You can't do this shit. If you're in a relationship with a chick, you don't have girls over. Just simple. No cousins, no fucking best friends, nothing. Nothing. If you want to visit with your ex-girlfriend from high school, that's fine. Girlfriend's in the room. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not weird. It's just what you would expect from people who are in a relationship. You don't do that. It's very simple.
He's a full-fledged black guy sitting in the living room with his boxers on. You're done.
Mm-hmm. Full-fledged black dude. Pookie and Ray Ray.
I don't believe a red flag.
It's my cousin. Certainly. I'm sure that's the case.
Flag. In my previous video, you heard what that woman would do to her cousin. So this woman's probably doing something similar to her cousin. And it's not even her cousin.
You're done. Please. Dude, stop hitting my car. Move. Go. Move.
Just back out, dude. Just back the car out and go.
Get away from my car. Get the away from my car. Move. Go. Can you please go? Can you please go? Open the door, bro. Can you please go? Can you please
open the door, bro? No. No.
You can't get your finger. You're on camera. I'm going to put this on.
Stop recording me.
No. Get away from my car.
What you gonna do with that? Take me to jail?
What you mean take you to jail?
What?
Cheating with a guy.
Oh my God, she's so guilty.
It's ridiculous. What you gonna do, bro? I'm your queen. Yeah.
Like throwing herself under the bus.
Excellent.
Right. It's good. Revealing herself queen, right? She's wearing a big ass queen necklace. How cute.
Of course, that's a fugazi.
How real, isn't it?
It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
How do you know it's a fugazi? You looked at it for 2 seconds.
Banging her cousin. I mean,
I don't have to be an expert. Great movie, by the way, Donnie
that
Brasco.
would make sense. It's kind of like what royalty does anyway. Vamos, hablar por favor. Let's just talk. I think he said all that needs to be said. You're done. Go back to your cousin.
Let's just talk. Let's just fucking talk.
No. That's the way you do it. It's unacceptable. You want to do that? That's fine. Good. But you're not going to be with me. Simple.
Please.
What is it talk about? What's there to talk about?
That he's my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So believable.
Yo, you look crazy.
She is fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I was waiting for you to say it first.
Oh, you look crazy.
I didn't want to insult your ex-woman.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, get away from my car, yo.
See, what I want everything. See, I want my cousin in my shorts and his boxers in my bedroom. And I also want you to pay for my own shit. I want you to be my meal ticket. No. Nah, I don't think so.
Like, you gotta go. You bugging.
Oh,
now,
no.
whether she's crazy or not, whether she's, sane or completely insane, women can make you love them, can make you fall deeply in love with them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then they can make you turn around and run away. They can make you run so far and fast, your legs fall off because you want to escape her. And it's like, as a man, you're built in such a way, you're going to pursue her. You're going to pursue them. You can't help yourself. You're led by...
Look at that. You see it either. The lone tree.
Your knob. This flipping piece of flesh between your legs and two dangling bollocks next to it. It's like, come on.
Yep.
Let me be. So it is with great power, and for some men, not ease, but having and living a single life. For some men, it's the only life they can live nowadays. Because
I mean, it's a good thing. Aren't you lonely? No. No, I'm not.
Because
Thanks for asking, though. Appreciate that.
having a modern
This
woman,
next one, I'm not sure what the hell to think about this
in
chick.
some cases,
All right.
it's like
Good.
you might as well just give her your balls and give up life.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases.
Right, I thought I'd do a video because I get asked this question 1,000 times a day.
Okay.
And it's driving me insane.
All right. Short drive then.
I don't want to marry a stripper.
Oh.
Get over it. Okay.
All right. Well, that wouldn't be my thing, but okay.
I think this woman was on a TV show. I'm not sure what TV show it was. Honestly, I didn't care. The TV shows are just...
No one cares.
It's garbage. Yeah. It's garbage. Television. Are you kidding me? Are you?
Well, she was on a reality TV show, and the guy she got hooked up with was a male stripper.
Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Magic Mike sort of dude. But she was not interested. Interesting. Don't judge. Why judge him? You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
No, why judge his past? Come on. Women are masters of not judging your past.
Isn't that what we're supposed to think? The past is different. That's just it helped me become the person that I am, right? Isn't that what we hear all the time from the ladies? Oh yeah, all that dick I took. Well, it's just I was trying to find myself. Okay. So the dude's a Chippendale, and that's unacceptable. No.
So I came into the experiment and generally said, I don't want to date a stripper.
Okay. Well, that's your choice. Good. Good for you. However, when men say the same thing, we're fucking terrorists and losers and insecure. They can't handle a strong woman, right? Right.
Okay? It's not because I have anything against strippers. I couldn't give a shit that
Yes.
he's a stripper. But let's not forget, my boyfriend of 4 years shagged my stepmom.
Okay. So your boyfriend of 4 years fucked your stepmother. So what can we learn from that one sentence, gentlemen? Can we learn anything from that? Her boyfriend of 4 years was a fucking Chad. See how that works?
Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Fucked her stepmother. Nothing we say is true. It's not that all women of all ages want the top 1% of men. No.
Okay. Well, okay.
Liar. Liar.
Okay. Okay. Your ex-boyfriend was getting around.
Yeah. Fuck your stepmother. All right. Well, I hope at least it was after you broke up.
We got more game than a stripper.
Do you know what I mean? I've got fucking trust issues, which is...
Do you? So blame the entire rest of the population of the earth who is male for this one dude that fucked your stepmother.
Why I said I wouldn't want anyone that works away from home nights and weekends, works in the entertainment industry, whether it be a stripper.
Notice anything here, gentlemen, that might lead you to believe that there's, something going on. Ooh, you see the tattoo.
Which I did actually specify as well.
Yeah. No working away from home, no musicians, no weekend. The more requirements they have, the more guys they have fucked. It's very simple.
But a stripper or like anyone that...
The funny thing is they don't understand that we understand. You men, just a bunch of losers. Well, I want this and I want that. And this is my specification. I want this. Here's my requirements. I've got 48 pages. Really? Wonder. And then men come in and say, I prefer, shorter ladies with red hair. Oh my God, you misogynist pig from hell.
Does bar stuff, that.
See how
that kind of thing. Just because I want to start a family, I need someone to be at home.
Yeah.
I don't want my husband off dry humping women on the weekend. And I think I have every right to say that.
You do. Just like men have the same right to say the same thing, except when you say it, it's welcomed. Oh, you go, girl. Lauded. You go, girl. Men say the same thing. We're fucking terrorists. See anything there? Maybe? No?
Like, everyone can have their preferences, yeah?
Except men. Except men. Men cannot. I prefer, girls, not really, all a little skin on the skinnier. Oh my God, you're fat shaming me.
Another thing I always said is please don't put me with anyone muscly, because muscly men just cringe me out.
Again, let's just start making a list here of how many dudes she's fucked. Because that's what we're talking about, right? All these requirements. I don't want a man who does this. I don't want a man who does that. I don't want a muscly dude. What? Because you fucking had one. Right?
I can't help it. Like, well done. They, weren't really.
And then the man, I just, I prefer short redheads with big. Oh my
hard
God.
to get their bodies and they look amazing, but it's just not a bit of me. Like, I'm a dad bod girl.
Yeah, she's a bit of a dad bod girl, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I've asked for someone to not be a stripper. Not.
How old are you? How old are you? 30? Well, I'm just a dad bod girl. Really? What about when you were 21, huh? Oh, I was different. I was just sewing my wall. I was just finding myself. Yeah.
Not work away nights and weekends.
I'm sure you were.
Muscly.
Yeah.
You're demanding too much. That's too much.
So, I gave PJ a chance, and there's nothing wrong with him as a person. Like, he's great, but it's just not for me. And I just don't think people need to keep having a go at me about this. Like, someone could just be like, I don't want someone that has ginger hair. I don't want this. That is my preference.
Except if you're a man, then you're evil. I think I've beat the horse.
Rude. No, I'm joking.
I beat the horse.
I'm just taking the piece, but interesting, isn't it? Interesting. A woman wouldn't date a stripper. Well, a lot of SW workers and strippers will tell you don't judge them by their past. But she's doing it.
It's like, what is your problem? It's me marrying him. It's 2022, and I should have the right to say who I want to fucking marry.
How dare you?
Anyone can do whatever they want to do. The best person you could do as a man.
It almost went out of control. Oh my God. Debunked. Grace Tame. Ugh. Ew. Promoting gender pay gap again. Let's go.
So Channel 7 are at it again, selling the story of the gender pay gap.
Hello, my name is Gemma Acton from Channel 7 News, Adelaide.
And as always, they have not mentioned the average number of hours worked. And we can't talk about that because that would kind of blow away their fucking deal, wouldn't it? Although facts really don't matter, but that would be a fact that would be, Not mentioned the fact that over 96% of all workplace deaths are men. And I think the average hours worked, at least in the United States, by men, 41 or 42. Average hours worked by women, 38. I suppose that has anything to do with the so-called wage gap. They've just looked at the average of annual incomes. It's quite extraordinary. They've actually left their comments open. You don't see very many videos on YouTube claiming that the gender pay gap is real. Now, one could get all crazy. What exactly is the goal? What is the solution? What else could it be except we should pay women more for doing the same job? Because reasons. I'm sorry. It's not the way it works. If you want to make more money, you want to earn more in your paycheck, you work more. You take majors in college. That fucking makes sense. Not bullshit, not lay on your back for 4 years and party. Duh. The comment's open. Please, guys, leave a comment on this video. Let Channel 7 know what you think of the gender pay gap. It's only had 13 likes. 13 likes, and it's been 13.
Well, there you go. There's a typical fembot.
2,061 times.
And look at this woman staying home with her child. Oh my God, the oppression. Oh. How can it be?
Not many people are liking this feminist propaganda. The other thing that Channel 7 are not mentioning is the very widely reported fact that young women in their 20s, on average,
earn more than men. Yes.
All over the world are earning more money than men.
See, feminism debunked. It's only a problem when men somehow are exceeding women at something. If women exceed men at something, that's just rewards for past oppression. They don't want parity, dude. Look at the colleges. Now, if we were going to be in a fair and equitable, blah, 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 all about 10% of women in college would have to drop out to make room for 10% more men. No, no, no. We don't want that, you see. We don't want that. I mean, women are so oppressed. It's been that way since 1979. How many years ago was that? Well, let me think. 43. For 43 years, more women have been in college than men. Are we going to do anything about? No, 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 no. Don't you know? For millions of years, women were oppressed. It's only their right. It's not really equality, though, is it? Oh, that's not what we really meant. Of course it isn't.
You can see there's news stories from the UK, from the USA, all over the place. Women, on average, are earning more money than men are in their 20s.
That's fine. Good. Good for you. Good. Great. Lovely. So stop fucking complaining. If some men earn more than women, big fucking deal. No. Nope.
And that is because of the...
Look at Vice President Harris, the White House Equal Pay Day Summit. I think these people just crawled out of the cave somewhere. Oh my God, we need to pass a law that makes it illegal to pay women differently based on their... well, we did that in 1963. You know the interesting part about that? The Equal Pay Act applies to men too. Doesn't it?
Quotas and the desperation to get more women into male-dominated industries like construction, but there is absolutely no interest in getting more men into industries that are dominated by women.
Of course not. Well, if more men are not teachers in elementary school, it's their choice. But if more women are an engineer, oh my God, it's oppression. Almost unfucking believable. And you say, Hamster, come on. Really? It's not. No, come on. That's not true. It is true. It is. See, the fembots come out, oh, equality, this, equality, that, except when it favors them. There's an equality in favor of women. That's fine. Do you see what's going on?
So if you fix the gender imbalances in all the industries that are dominated by men, but you do nothing, absolutely nothing, to get more men into industries that are dominated by women, of course, it's going to become harder for men to find employment, harder for men to make money, and women in their 20s are going to earn more than men. Now, it's probably not going to continue in the 30s and the 40s because we're going to have a whole ton of women leaving the workplace to have babies and reducing their hours. So if a high percentage of women are leaving the workforce once they hit, 30 years of age, reducing hours, leaving the workforce, that's going to close the gender. That's going to make the gender pay gap go in the way of men. But in their 20s, when most women don't have children,
it's almost worth it to go look up this particular video. Have you seen this from, was it Leon Hamster? I'll look it up. You listen to this.
Of course, women on average are going to earn more than men, which is exactly what's happening, despite the fact that, as this graph shows here from the ABS, in every single age bracket, women on average are working less hours than men. Women are also taking less risk in the workplace, and this is resulting in 96% of all the workplace deaths being men. So women are working less hours in their 20s, taking less risk in their 20s, but still in their 20s on average earning more than young men.
Just desserts, man. Feminism debunked. Go ahead and find that. So, let's run through this quick, shall we? Yes. Australia.
All right. On another
Senator Lionholm, right? Lionholm?
What is the gender workplace hours gap?
Oh my God. Stop it, you evil misogynist bastard. Stop asking real questions.
The agency reports a workplace gender pay gap comparing male full-time employees and female full-time employees.
Yep.
But male full-time employees work longer hours on average than female full-time.
Oh, stop it. It's because of the patriarchy, you evil man.
Employees.
Yeah.
And the agency doesn't account for this when reporting the workplace gender pay gap.
Now, this is the Australian Senate. This is top-level government stuff. The Senate. This is like the leadership of the country. Where is it? In Victoria? Where's the where's the capital? Canberra? Canberra?
Using ABS data.
And here's your typical government employee. You will find them everywhere. Not just in Australia.
On employee earnings and hours, the gender pay gap as at May 2016 was 15.7%. It is a survey. It is a survey of employees. That information from the ABS. It's
Libby Lyons, the Workplace Gender Equality Agency. Now, you would think, I know it's crazy, Hamster. What's the matter with you? Why are you such a bastard from hell? You would think someone involved in a workplace gender equality agency might know the answer to the senator's question. Like that. It's her job, isn't it? No?
It's not a census. And it's only conducted every 2 years. They only collect the data every 2 years.
I see. So you don't know. You don't know what the difference in hours worked per week by men versus women. You don't know that number.
What we do is we annualize our figure to full-time. So we look at all part-time employees and full-time employees that may have worked part of a 12-month period, and we annualize that data to take into account part-time hours.
Still not really answering the question. What is the average hourly week that men work compared to the hourly week women work? What is the number? Can we see it? Do you have it? No.
So therefore, we're converting the part-time hours to full-time, if you like.
Yeah, saying a bunch of fucking words here that mean nothing. Give an answer to the question. Average hours worked by men versus hours worked by women in Australia by week. What's the number? Do you know? Well, I'm sure Ms. Lyons knows good and goddamn well. But she won't tell us, will she? Why is that, Hamster? Because that would blow their stupid argument out of the water now, wouldn't it? And that's what the good senator, why he's asking the question. Bingo!
So do you take into account the fact that on average a male full-time employee works longer hours than a female full-time employee?
No, we do not, sir. The uncomfortable silence. The NPC. I know you're right, but I can't say you're right. So what am I going to say? I don't know.
Not directly, no.
You don't.
But we annualise the part-time hours and those that have worked full-time but for part of the year. So that way, because at the moment, what I can tell you is women work part-time at 3 times the rate of men.
We don't care. Full-time hours worked by men per week compared to full-time hours worked by women per week. What is the number?
So by annualising it, we are looking at a more realistic.
So you base it on annual salary.
Yeah.
What about if you did it on an hourly rate? What would be the gender hourly pay gap?
Well, we don't have that data set.
You don't?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Libby. You good and goddamn well know you do. But if you share that data with the senator, it would completely destroy your stupid argument. Wouldn't it?
Don't have that data?
No, because we ask for annualised salaries because and from our employers when they report their data in.
Right. Why would you have to report? Why couldn't you go to the Internal Revenue Service of Australia? Government has all those statistics, don't they? Don't they have the data? You look on your paycheck. How many hours did you work this year? It says right there. How many hours did you work this week? There it is. Black and white. So it seems to me to be a fairly trivial exercise to get out a spreadsheet, put the data in there, and get the number.
Okay, so if a woman was working fewer hours but earning the same rate per hour as a man doing the same job.
And she would be, because that is the law in Australia and most Western countries. You cannot pay someone differently based upon their sex, as it should be. It's been that way in the United States since 1963. Australia and Britain were a little later, but they're in there. So,
would that show up as a gender pay gap?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
No.
But well, then in that case, you are looking at hourly rates.
Yes.
Janine Bridoft, Research and Analytics Executive Manager. So we do not collect the real hours that an employee might have worked. So what?
Did you hear that? Did you? Let me play it back for you.
That an employee might have worked. So what we do collect is the hours that are specified in a contract, and that is provided by organizations to us.
I mean, this is such bullshit. You goddamn well know how many hours people work. You're the fucking government. Stop this bullshit. You know, dear.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, makes
but,
no
I mean,
sense. To you it does, I'm sure.
Do you annualize it on the assumption that men and women are working the same number of hours, or is it actual earnings?
It's actual earnings, and we are unable to. We don't have the data to distinguish or to then adjust for hours.
Bullshit. You're lying. You are a liar. You don't have the data. My ass.
Because we cannot collect the real hours that employees are worked.
Bullshit. You're lying, dear. You know you're lying. Stop it.
So it's not possible to tell whether any or some of the gender pay gap is just simply attributable to a different number of hours worked. Is that right?
It depends on whether we're looking at hours that are in contract or whether whether we're looking at hours that employees worked as, overtime.
Really simple question. Going back to the beginning, compare the hours of men working full-time with the hours of women working full-time. It's not that fucking hard. And this is the kind of bullshit you hear from these government organizations. Well, we just do the contract and we don't have that. No, you do have the data. You have the freaking data.
Why is it you don't look at hours worked?
Because, Senator Lionhelm, their argument would go out the window. This one's an easy one.
You don't collect it, but the ABS does.
Someone collects it. Yeah. So it's there. You just don't want to look at it.
It's available.
Mm-hmm. The ABS does a survey, yes.
Every 2 years. Yes. But again,
so the data is there. Right?
So we collect census data, that is survey data. And the other thing I would say at this stage, Senator, is just because somebody might be sitting at their desk for 12 hours a day doesn't mean you're getting 12 hours of productivity out of them, and doesn't mean that they're working in essence any harder than someone that may sit at their desk for 8 hours. So I don't.
But that would be really the employer having to deal with that. Someone is sitting on their ass not doing anything for 12 hours a day. That wouldn't be your business, would it? Bottom line is they still get paid for 12 hours a day, right?
That's true, but they're getting paid for the 12 where they're doing any work, or they're getting paid for however many hours they're sitting at their desk. And the issue for your agency is that if it's a male sitting at a desk, they're getting paid more than a female sitting at a desk.
But they're not.
The question is whether irrespective of the hours, the question is whether for those hours for which they're getting paid, is there a difference between men and women?
No. And she well knows it. Yes. Yes.
So
we don't collect information on ours, Senator.
ABS does, so it's available. So
yes, it is.
If we put in a question on notice, will you access the ABS data and so you can answer that question?
Well, I did answer it earlier. I said that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Libby. The senator's question was very simple. Hours, men work versus women work in Australia. That's it.
The ABS employee and earnings and hours data, as at May 2016, the gender pay gap was 15.7%.
The senator is trying to find out why that would be the case. And I can tell you, Libby, because I've done the calculation myself, your 15% comes from the difference in hours worked. That's the bottom line. That's what the senator is trying to point out, and you don't want to answer the question. And I understand why you don't, but the fact is, you know what you're saying is bullshit.
That, if I understood you correctly, that's referring to annualized salary, is that right?
Okay, it's very simple. Let's just make it easy. Okay, let's just say men work 40 hours a week on average, women work 35. Let's make the numbers simple. They're both paid $10 an hour. He earns $400 a week. She earns $350 a week. Put the fraction together. What do we have?
Not.
What's the gap based on per hour?
35 over 40. Huh. 7 over 8, right? 87%, something like that.
Rates or annual incomes or annualized incomes, or what are we talking about here?
Okay. The EEH data, so that's the employee earnings and hours data, includes all employees regardless of employment status and reflects ordinary time cash earnings. The EEH survey produces hourly earnings for non-managers and can be used to produce a gender pay gap measure inclusive or exclusive of part-time employees. The EEH data can also be configured in a variety of other ways that are useful.
Now, guys, I'm playing this because this is the magic that they try to pull over our eyes here. She's talking about this and this average and this fucking survey. It's a simple question. She can't answer it.
To the gender pay gap estimates, e.g. managerial versus non-managerial employees. The big drawback from where we sit is that EEH data was identified as being, is just done on a 2-year cycle.
I don't think I can think of many men who would find it acceptable that a woman, irrespective of how many hours she's working in the day, if she's doing the same amount of work as a man, or the same job as a man, I'm sorry, was paid any less.
You see, he's exactly right. Yeah.
On the basis that she's a woman. I can't think of any men who would support that.
Yeah, and that's why we made it illegal. The year before I was born, 1963.
And yet, because you're not looking at hours, we don't know whether that's occurring or not. Am I right there?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Lionhelm. Senator. Uncomfortable silence.
Senator, I think at this stage, as I've said to you, we are unable to collect and analyse that data. There are other countries, of course, that do that.
Yeah. What do they say there then?
And we will...
Not even every 2 years with the ABS survey data?
No. Nope. We don't want to talk about that.
You could do it at least every 2 years.
Yes, you could. But we don't want to. Why is that? Because it would blow our argument out of the water.
And I gave you the figure.
Boom.
Of 15.7% based on the calculation that we last did.
What? I mean, this is fucking embarrassing. You're not answering the question, Ms. Whatever your name is.
What's the 15.7 reflect?
So what are
hours worked? That's what it reflects. That's what the senator is saying. Libby, dear.
I was about to say, Senator, is I'm happy to take that question on notice and go back and look at that last calculation that we did and provide you with the workings on that.
I mean, duh. Joshua, yes. Yeah. Oh, why are you asking me this question? You're just a senator. Really? Really? Maxium Burrows, hello. But Senator, you're not counting. Timothy Sokol. Yes, she's speaking in word salad. Of course, that's what you have. XYZCT. Yeah, I'm more stupid now. Exactly. But I just show you this stuff, and I know you guys have seen this a million times. I get it. It's a dead horse. I know. This is the shit that they pull to make this wage gap nonsense happen. Now, Senator Lionholm here is like, tell me what the hours worked. Tell me about men and women working out. Oh, well, we don't have that in the survey, and there's a thing, and yeah, I don't know if he's a liberal Dem or not, I guess. But I mean, liberal and Dem mean different things in different countries. I'm not sure what. The Tories are conservative? Or is it the liberals like in England? I don't know. It's different depending on where you live. Anyway, 9:25. You guys have a great night. Have a good week. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.